Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Kim Duramo. I wanted to come in today to share some thoughts. It's an election day here in US. It's a pretty intense moment because for so many people, this is really important, and one of the major kind of laws that govern our energy, our manifestation, our health. When we get really intense about things, it just creates a lot of tension within us and it decreases our energy frequency. Not only more inflammation in the body, but more disruption of our own harmony and of what we create in the world. So, kind of the law of non-importance applies for me so often in my life when I remember lighten up, it's all okay. But this is a really hard thing to bring to awareness if you're like, no, it's not okay. This guy has to win. This guy has to lose. This won't be okay if this, and this happens. So what happens around this, this moment is where it's so important. And people are on both sides of the equation. Like, no, this has to be this way. It's not okay if it's not. And no, this has to be the other way. It's not okay if it's not. And I know for a lot of people, especially in my community, in the mind body community and Facebook, have awareness of like kind of the behind the scenes stuff going on where they're like, no, this really is not okay. So I would love to hear from people who are tuning in. Where are you tuning in from? If you're in US or even not, what is this like for you in this moment as far as the intensity that's coming up? But I do want to share to those of you who have like the kind of, no, this is behind the scenes. So it really isn't okay, that it's okay either way. And one of the things I wanted to share for myself personally, I typically, and I didn't really talk about this publicly in the past. I'm not going to talk about who I voted for this year either, but I typically did not vote, did not engage in politics, did not engage in the conversation, did not contribute to the game or the arena. And the reason I didn't is because both sides were the same frequency, meaning really doesn't matter who comes in, it's going to be the same collective consciousness. We're going to move through the same energies in kind of almost exactly the same ways. Yes, it will affect specifics that can look different, but how the overall experience is for us, meaning do individuals experience greater wealth and abundance, greater, greater well-being, greater health? It's kind of going to be the exactly same outcome in my awareness. This is one of the elections where it's actually not the same frequency, meaning both candidates are not in the same consciousness. And I did feel inspired to participate and I did vote. So I'm really, I have had my own metamorphosis over the last 4 years. What's going on? But I want people to know it is essential right now to feel into your heart. Not what people are telling you, not what the media says, not what your own thoughts think. This is this and that's that, and this has to be that way. When you just relax your body and let yourself soften, you have more access to your body's own wisdom, not less. So it's essential to start to know, what do I know about this? What's going to be outcome A or outcome B? And I'm not telling people to go out and vote or not vote or to vote this way or to vote that way. Like, I'm not going to get into any of that. I'm saying right now it's essential to feel into your own knowing, because there's a lot of information out there from all directions that will tell you you should think this, or this is bad, or this is good. And you've got to just be willing to surrender and let go and ask within yourself, okay, that's an interesting point of view. I don't need to accept or reject it, but what's my truth? And then you may have an inspiration. So yes, go and participate in the system and vote and let yourself be heard. But I just wanted everyone in my community always to know, Maddie Lamb says, I believe the heart space is always speaking justice. Yes, love, connection, abundance. It will always, always be what creates the most. Hello, Longworth from Sydney. We've got a few more. If the heart is speaking justice, The heart space is political, but that's not actually what happens, because politics is a whole different ball game that may or may not actually have anything to do with justice. Especially in US, the consciousness of our government has been a pretty low fear-based consciousness. And this is kind of why I wanted to share a little bit today, is they will always be a reflection of us. The government, what's happening, will always be a reflection of us, where we are in the collective of our country, of our global community. The government can't not reflect where we've been in. So if we are in fear, which is lack separation consciousness, that's what's going to get created, is more fear. If we come unconditionally into, it's okay to be where I am as I am. It's okay, no matter who's going to win, who's going to lose. Okay, let me find some serenity. It's okay. And I guess I'm kind of making this video for tomorrow or whenever we're going to find out. I don't actually think it's going to be today, because I think there'll be a lot of issues around whatever happens. But for the future, in the next few weeks, where people have that fallout of, oh no, this is catastrophic, just come into a space of, wait a minute, everything is a reflection of me. If I come into 2% more harmony with what is, my world will come into more harmony. So the Longworth said, the heart is the key. I agree with you. This is powerful. I'm also doing self-care and independence. So my thing I wanted to say is, choose to be more peace. If you're in fear over what may happen or what has happened, depending on when you're watching this video, what would it take for me to come into 2% more peace with what is as it is? What would it take for me to be 2% more at ease with what is? Because everything else is the delusion of control. We do not have control. We have choice. We have consciousness. Yes, be proactive. Yes, be involved. Yes, engage. But it is always a matter of remembering, like, wait a minute, ultimately, everything will be a reflection of me. Will I choose to be peace, or will I choose to fight, attack, go against because of fear? It's always, always, always our choice, love or fear. And it's our resonance that determines everything that happens in our lives, everything that happens in the world, not who's president or what's happening in our politics. So I just wanted to give everybody a little bit of love and serenity, that no matter what's going on and all that may be coming up for you around this, remember, it's okay to be where I am right now. All is well. I can let my life manifest beautifully as a reflection of the peace I choose today. All right, lots of love, everybody. I'm at drkimd.com if you'd like to tune in more, and I will see you soon. Be well during this time. Be loving to each other, be loving to yourself, and just be loving to yourself by being willing to just relax your shoulders, soften your body, and breathe more fully. All right, I love you. Bye.